An attitude of turning obstacles into opportunities is what takes one from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Pramod Chowdhury conceived Praj, entering the bold world of entrepreneurship. The company would have to offer technology-backed solutions at a large scale and with an impact. But dreams with empty pockets are just that, dreams. In 1983-84, in a pre-liberalized India, no financial institute was willing to offer a loan without any guarantees. But the relentless spirit of never say die prevailed. After scanning projects with the shortest gestation cycles, Flowmore Tubewells was created as a water well drilling activity. The revenue generated was invested in setting up a frugal manufacturing shop in Pune. But this was only a stepping stone. The road towards the new beginning had a humble start, where the firm and doubtless support of Parimal Chowdhury was indeed vital. The advantage of Parimal being a journalist helped acquire a telephone connection, and her Remington typewriter got the home-cum-office rolling. At the same time, a cohesive team took shape. Sanjay Savkar, Divakar Nimkar, Suresh Bhonde, Shashank Inamdar, led by Pramod Chowdhury. And Praj stepped into manufacture and supply of distillery projects with the first order of batch fermentation from Siddheshwar Sakar Karkhana, Solapur. In the face of tough competition from MNCs, foreign technology collaboration was inevitable for Praj. In the pre-internet era, such a search was truly Herculean. However, through the good offices of friends and Chamber of Commerce, an Austrian company was identified. With a loan of Rs 2 lakhs from a benevolent customer, a trip to Austria was planned and the eventual collaboration became possible. Tighter pollution control norms were a new challenge for the industry. A foolproof effluent treatment technology was the dire need of the hour. Praj started developing their Spranilator, Sprani technology for distillery effluents by investing almost everything they had. The test and installation of Sprani was a trial by fire for Praj. The client withheld payments, banks too refused to lend funds, and the technology partner was tightening on the terms of exclusivity. All seemed dark, fearful and hopeless. One day, on the Deccan Queen, young Pramod chanced upon an article on ICICI Venture Capital. Pegging all hopes on ICICI, he returned to Bombay. Sprani won ICICI's trust and sanction of a conditional loan cum equity and even went on to win an award. From the very outset, Praj was always clear about how it wanted to grow. Setting up an R&D center in its infancy, it had a strong urge to become a technological leader. The passion and the drive of the young promoter and his team started attracting other young and passionate professionals from India's top-notch tech schools and MNCs. Praj offered freedom to everyone to perform as an entrepreneur. With both indigenized and homegrown technology, Praj garnered respect from clients and proved to be a tough competitor to the MNCs. Pramod foresaw the importance of ethanol. His vision was clear: to go beyond technologies for potable alcohol applications to industrial, and eventually to fuel ethanol. In 1994, Praj launched an IPO. Despite the premium on the offer price, the IPO was oversubscribed 7 times. A dream backed by a solid vision had begun to take shape. Complete with a new look and new identity and some funds in the bank. The youthful and dynamic Praj, with an average employee age of merely 27 years, was ready to move on to bigger things and tougher challenges. It was all stations go. The liberalization of Indian economy in the early 90s opened doors to the global market. Praj opened Praj Far East in Singapore, making Yash Mankame the first offshore employee of Praj. Praj started out on expansions and diversifications drive beyond the alcohol industry. Then came the second phase, wherein Praj added to the process equipment and systems with key technology alliances and business collaborations with companies from UK, Italy, Switzerland. The brewery group got its first order from a client in the south, which later became Foster's first plant outside Australia. The first international order from Indonesia for homegrown multi-pressure distillation was contracted. Praj developed the patented Flubex technology and commissioned it successfully. Around this time, Pramod Chaudhary decided to proceed to Harvard Business School for Advanced Management Program. At the same time, the team of PFE bagged multiple orders for multi-feed plants in Philippines from one client. 2 orders were contracted from Sri Lanka. The team size was growing, spreading across various lanes of Pune. Praj's entrepreneurs needed a launchpad to take off and operate from. In 1997, Praj shifted to its very first own office, Praj House in Baudhan, Pune. Soon after, Asian flu resulted into a gradual economic recession. By mid-1998, sluggish industrial growth, plunging profits, falling exports, stock price erosion, and the depreciating rupee was a nightmarish tornado. The challenge was to remain afloat. Measures of downsizing, cost-cutting, shutting of non-profitable business lines were only part solutions to the problems at hand. Praj realized that global market diversification was the key to its de-risking and revival. Praj initiated a global expansion, 30° north and south of equator, starting with Africa, followed by South America. Jayant Godbole started visiting and developing the LATAM market right from ground zero. In Africa, just as Shantanu was getting some success, tragedy struck in the form of the sudden loss of Shantanu. He died in the Kenyan Airways crash. This blow struck an emotional chord in its captain, Pramod, and his associates. Turn of century was a turning point for Praj in many ways. The ray of hope was the fuel ethanol mandates. But financial turnaround was crucial. In collaboration with a US company for dehydration technology, Praj made a clean sweep in India for ethanol plants. Praj broke new ground by garnering its first order in Colombia, followed by 4 more orders for ethanol plants. All this saw Praj cross the ₹1 billion turnover mark. Praj was on a trailblazing path with a new milestone almost every quarter. As its global stature grew, important investors took notice. Value investors from India and overseas, including well-known venture capitalist Vinod Khosla, was greatly interested enough to become a shareholder. Meanwhile, Praj R&D evolved into the magnificent Praj Matrix, the innovation center for advanced research in the field of ethanol and brewing processes. Modeled along the principles of sustainability and innovation, the goal was to provide environmentally friendly solutions for a future-perfect world. It subsequently received DSIR honors for exports in in-house R&D-based technology. In 2008, Praj Matrix was to get a new address. With this, Praj extended its R&D portfolio by establishing a pilot plant for second-gen ethanol. Praj Matrix would soon emerge as a global paradigm. Praj goes on to win a contract for a world-scale bioethanol project in the United Kingdom. This warrants a new manufacturing facility at Kandla SEZ to cater to the overseas market. The Government of India involved Praj in the preparation of the biofuel policy. These successes truly validate Praj Industries as a global force in the ethanol industry. Global success prompts Praj to undertake synergistic diversification. In 2012, Praj acquired Neela Systems, now known as Praj High Purity Systems, to enter the high purity segments. Today, a range of bioproducts based on Praj Matrix research inputs have been introduced with some manufacturing facility set up near Pune. Praj continued on its path of innovation to protect the environment and conserve resources through optimization. Today, it stands on an important juncture towards bringing second-gen cellulosic ethanol technology into commercialization with the launch of a demonstration plant. Recognizing its responsibility towards the community, Praj launched its CSR activities to promote community development projects by establishing Praj Foundation. With Parimal Chaudhary as the managing trustee, commendable work has been carried out in environment, education and livelihood development. Praj now moves forward into its next phase of growth, a phase of transformation. Praj is not just an enterprise, it is now a community. That's because so many have contributed to its success today, with selfless sacrifices battling all odds. Praj inspires the enterprise within each individual and facilitates individual growth. Parimal and Pramod not only value each employee but also their families. Together, they promote an attitude of gratitude and respect for all. It has been a fascinating journey for the Praj team and cheering band of well-wishers. In the face of numerous challenges, Praj has truly emerged as a leading name for cutting-edge bioprocess engineering solutions. As we string one pearl, another comes in sight. Each day, Praj continues its pursuit of excellence and sustainability, transforming ordinary into extraordinary.